Hello everyone, and today we're going to talk about 5 things I find special about the Arabic language. I just want to mention first that these might not be confined to the Arabic language itself. You might also find them in other languages, and you might also find more than 5 things you find special about the Arabic language. I just selected 5 of them, so here they are. So the first thing I find special about Arabic is that you read it the same way you write it. This might sound obvious to you, but didn't it occur to you to find some words in other languages? They don't sound the way they're supposed to sound. In Arabic, you don't find such things. In Arabic, there are simple rules like haraka or shadda or mad. If you follow these rules, you will know how to pronounce any word, even the most complicated ones, and even if you haven't seen that word before, and there is no exception. So the second reason I find special about Arabic is the ability to create so many different words from only a few number of letters. I made a video about this where I tried to create different words only from rearranging specified letters. In that video, I chose the letters Ha, Ba, and Ra. And every time I rearrange these letters, I get a completely different words. So from these letters only, I created the letters Hebr, Bahr, Rahib, Rabih, Harb, and Rahaba. Amazing, right? So the third reason why I think Arabic is special is that sometimes reversing the letters of a word can reverse the meaning. So back to the rearrangement issue. Sometimes in Arabic, when you rearrange the letters of a word, you don't only get a new word, but you also get the completely opposite meaning of that word. Let me give you an example. The word alam in Arabic, alif, lam, mim, alam means pain. But when you reverse the last 2 letters, you get the word amal. And amal means hope. So hope and pain, as if they are the opposite, but they are also somehow connected, right? Because without hope, you can't bear the pain also, right? So let me give you another example. And you have the word, for example, rafada. Rafada in Arabic means he refused. But if you rearrange the letters of that word, you will get the word farada. And farada means he forced it, he obliged it. So as if it is the opposite meaning of rafada. Because in rafada is as if he had a choice, and farada, he forced it, someone forced it. Right? So farada and rafada, they have opposite meaning. Is there another example? Yes, there is. For example, you have the word samaha. And samaha means he allowed. If you reverse the letters of that word, you will get the word hasama. And hasim in Arabic means crucial. And hasam al-amr means he closed it, he ended, he finished the whole thing, right? So as if it is the opposite of samaha. So the fourth reason I find special about Arabic is that the word ishtiqaq. Ishtiqaq in Arabic means derivation, derivation from the root or the base of that word. So in Arabic, you have a saying that says زيادة في المبنى تعني زيادة في المعنى, which means if you add something to the context, even the slightest change to the word, you will get an addition to that meaning. Let me give you an example. The word nazala in Arabic means to go down, and tanazzala also means to go down. But there is a difference between nazala and tanazzala, right? You have the ta here, it's added, and you have shadda, it's added. Nazala means to go down one time, to go down fast, while tanazzala means to go down little by little, slowly. And also, if you notice, tanazzala, it takes a little more time to pronounce than nazala. That's why the saying ziyada fil mabna tani ziyada fil mana, which means when you added something to this word, you also added a meaning to that word. Let me give you another example. You have the word ista'u and you have the word istata'u. What's the difference? They both means they could. But istata'u, there is something added here, istata'u, which means they had to do a little more work to do the job, which is the opposite of استطاعوا. The job there was a little easier. استطاعوا, it took him more effort to do the thing. And this is actually mentioned in Quran in Surah Al-Kahf, where the Dhul Qarnayn, he managed to build a wall to protect some people and from bad guys. They called Ya'juj and Ma'juj. And these people, because of that building or that set, they couldn't go over that set, or they couldn't get through it. And getting through the wall takes a little more effort than getting over that wall, right? Let me give you another example. The word yasma'un and the word yassamma'un. They both mean to hear or to listen. But yassamma'un, we added something here, right? We added shadda above sin and we added shadda above mim, which means they are, so they both, yasma'un and yassamma'un, they both mean to listen, to hear. But yassamma'un, even when you're trying to say it, you're putting more effort to pronounce it, right? And this is exactly the meaning of yassamma'un. You are trying to hear, and you're trying to, they are trying to listen, and they're putting a little more effort to hear as opposed to yasma'un. Yasma'un, they are making more effort because the sound is too low, or they are trying to listen carefully what they're saying. So they are putting more effort to listen as opposed to yasma'un. So the fifth reason I find special about Arabic is that it has so many different words and meanings for the same word. And this is probably because these words have an influence on on the ancient Arabic in their day-to-day lives, and that's why they use so many synonyms and meaning to the same word. Words that symbolize courage, for example, or strength. It has so many different words. Let me give you an example. For example, the word lion in Arabic, it has more than 500 different words, or other words like sword, for example, or al-qamar, moon, and many others. And did you know that love in Arabic, it has more than 20 different meanings, and each one of them has a completely different level or degree of love that is different than the previous one. Words, for example, such as المحبة, الخلة, الصبابة, الهيام, اللوعة, الغرام, and so many other different words. Each one of them represent a certain degree of love that is different than the other. So these were the 5 things I found special about the Arabic language. I hope you find them interesting. Thank you very much.